little. No, maybe like lower it. Trying to get like the right angles on these art live streams is always just. Let me switch over the chat thing. Okay. Hi, DH7RTIT6. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Luke and stuff. Hi, official Kiribaku Rants. Hi, the O is silent. God damn it. The O is silent in which word? I feel like God damn is the only one that has the O. Hi, Cassie. Hi, Lightbringer. Hi, Lynn Thomas. Hi, Exotic Butters. Hey, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, I'm trying. As always, the setup in here is like, I'm trying to decide if I want maybe. Do I want this higher or do I want this lower? I can't make up my mind. If I kind of like do this and then like, I know it still has like the focus issues. I think it's always gonna do that, unfortunately. Those are so good. Oh, thank you, Black Rose. Yeah, actually, so part of the reason I started doing these was to make custom emotes. So if there are any members around, here we have these now. I knew like they probably wouldn't translate super well into custom emojis because like, you know, Freddy's like very just like muddy looking, and you know, I think in general like the shape of like FNAF animatronic faces is not always like the most conducive to getting like shrunk down, but I just figured like why not, you know, like just for funsies. So I don't know, I guess I just figured like we'll just finish up the original 4 here. I kind of wanted to have Bonnie done before the stream started, and obviously that didn't work out. But yeah, I just figured it would be fun to just do some doodling, make some custom emojis, emotes, whatever you want to call them. And I was also kind of hoping it would be like good merch practice, you know, like I could make like stickers or like pins or something. You know? Oh, that does not sound fun, Kiribaku Rants. Yeesh. It's a reference? What is it a reference to? Because I mean, it sounds really familiar. Thank you, Cosmic Cats. Hi, Andrew. Hi, Foxa. Can I become a member? To become a member, you either have to like purchase the membership, which on my channel I think it's just like $3 or something for the month, or you get like gifted a membership, and unfortunately, it's completely randomized. Like I wish so much that they would let you like gift a membership to specific people, but apparently it's just like they just roll it like the lottery. I don't know why. I'm sure there's some reason it's set up that way, but who knows. Then again, with YouTube, sometimes like logic doesn't always like play as much of a role as you'd think. Hi, K-Bucks. Hi, Robert. Hi, Tommy Sellers. Oh, thank you so much for the star, Robert. Thank you, thank you. Nice drawings. Thank you, Top Hat. Hi, Lampshade. Love the makeup. Oh, thank you. Not gonna lie, I kind of put it on super fast today. I was like running way behind schedule. Like, yeah, I definitely wanted to like just, yeah, have less of a sloppy appearance, and definitely wanted Bonnie done. None of that happened. I feel so bad, like I didn't even share a shorts video today. I'm so sorry. I was so good about doing it like every day. We'll definitely have one tomorrow. That much I can like guarantee. So I'm still like playing with the angles here. Someday I will figure out how to fix. Yeah, see, it's always like I have to hide my face to get it to like focus correctly. New emojis look cute. Oh, thank you, Tamlin. I'm glad you like them. Yeah, I wasn't sure how well they translate. I wish you could have the emojis be bigger, but yeah, we're kind of sadly limited on the size of them. Yeah, you're working on some art while you're watching? Heck yeah, I always like knowing that people like draw along with me. It's kind of fun. It's like a little like art hangout, you know? Hi, Graveyard Kitten. I'm doing all right. How you doing? You become a member of the channel? Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping to like start adding like more perks and stuff to it as well. Like it's still kind of like a work in progress, you know? Like we're starting off with these like emojis here, and as I like get more familiar with the whole system, I'd love to start like just adding some more stuff to it. As I like make more vlogs, like I definitely want to start trying out like premieres and things. I don't know, there's like a lot to learn. Excited for the new FNAF games. I know. I'm curious like when they're gonna start telling us more. You know, we have like no info yet, and I'm like, can we get a little bit more than just like those basic teasers? Like I want to hear some like legit info. Drawing Bonnie now. Yeah, I got started on Bonnie. I think Bonnie will probably be like the worst one for emojis because let's face it, like the ears are gonna take up like the whole thing. So I was trying to like bend them a little so that they would like not take up too much space. But yeah, when this gets shrunk down, it's gonna be so bad. How did Springtrap turn out? Oh my god, Springtrap's not gonna be done for months. Oh my god. I would be lucky to have that done in time for Halloween, but that is the goal. Hi, Chunky. Chunky Oreo. Working on your mango cosplay. Oh my god, I always mess up measurements. I swear no matter what I do, I like am incapable of using any rulers. It's so bad. It's part of the reason why like I hate to say it, but a lot of times I just like don't even try. Like I just know my measurements are gonna be bad, so I just roll with it. This is why I'll never be a seamstress. I don't know what's wrong with me. Makeup is cool. Oh, thank you. Hi, Ari. Oh, thank you so much, Narad, for the gold coin. Thank you. I'm permanently stuck on sticky keys. Oh no. Hi, Shadow Blossom. Oh gosh, no, you're not late. We like literally just started. Like I haven't even like done anything yet. In fact, all I've like really done so far is I was just pulling the Bonnie reference over here so I could get a better look at it. I'm just looking at like the OGs, you know. Yeah, Bonnie's gonna like translate so badly into an emoji. Like I just at the same time I was like, well, we can't like leave anyone out, right? Like if we're doing the original 4, like then we just have to accept that someone here is gonna have bunny ears that are gonna take up like the whole screen. And what can you do? If I ever make like a Springtrap emote, it's gonna be the same way. It's gonna be so bad. But yeah, as you can see, I'm just kind of like roughly making the shape here. I thought about like shrinking it down, like doing something super cartoony, right? Where it's like just like a circle and just like little tiny bunny ears like that. I was like, well, I already did the first 2 in like a particular style. We might as well just keep going with it. But you know, the thing is, I can always like make custom emojis and like replace them. Like I could take them away, make better ones. Like none of this is like permanent. Like it's still like a learning experience. So I'm like, you know, let's just like try it out, see how it looks, and yeah. All drawing practice is good, right? Like there's no such thing as bad practice. Makes your stressful week better? That's good. I'm normally always late. Yeah, no worries. It hasn't even been like 10 minutes yet. Dark World, Birdly, or Jevil? That is a tough decision because like low key, they both have really cool designs. Earrings, thank you. I know, I wish I could wear these earrings more often, but they're really heavy. Like, I think these might actually be the heaviest earrings that I own. So it's like I don't mind wearing them, you know, just for like a couple hours of a live stream, but I'm gonna be honest, you would not catch me going all day with these things on. I don't even know if I could. They are so freaking heavy. Ugh. But they're so cute, you know? So it's like, yeah, I'll wear them for like a live stream like this. Speaking of which, I will say I do want to like include the cupcake. I kind of like left a little space over here, so that like I figured we can do the OG4, and then maybe like do like a cupcake emote. I was even thinking like the cupcake could actually work really well as a custom emoji, like in general, because like you can put like different faces on it, you know? I don't know. It's just like something to consider. It could be kind of fun. And like I said, part of this too is that I'm trying to like practice just learning how to make like just like cute stuff, you know? Like I've never been someone who really sold like stickers and pins and things because like I always felt a little out of my element trying to draw like I don't know, it's weird. I used to draw tons of cute stuff and then I don't know, I think like once I started like working in the scene, I hate to say it, but it was like all the whimsy got like taken out of me and I'm like trying to find it again. I'm trying to find all the fun. Because, like, when you start doing this kind of stuff for a living, you start just getting so constantly worried about, like, is everything perfect? Does it look right? Are people gonna, like, sit there nitpicking things? And you just, like, literally, like, lose all your whimsy. It's so lame. So, yeah, like, part of the reason I'm, like, trying to do stuff like this now is I'm like, what if we just find the fun again? Shouldn't drawing be fun? Remember fun? So, yeah, I'm not saying like any of these here are gonna like turn into a, you know, actual like merch or anything, but it's just it's like it's good practice for just like loosening up a little, which is always my biggest problem. I always just have like a stick up my arse. Also, I'm so sorry, like like these like OG animatronics just always look so stoned. Sorry. I was trying to think of like a nicer way to say it and there just isn't one. They always have like that half-lidded just like look, you know? I don't know. Like it just yeah. I know I was making the same joke about Springtrap, but it's kind of true of like all of the originals. Only considered bad practice if you refuse to try. Exactly. Fave FNAF game? I'm always kind of torn between Sister Location and FNAF 4, which I know is like a really like weird, like, I don't know if that's a weird answer, but oh, thank you so much, Dr. Calamar, for the super chat. Thank you, thank you. That's so kind of you, so generous. Thank you so much. You ready for Freddy? Yeah, look, we got custom Freddy here. I know it just looks like a blob when it's shrunk down like that, but hey, it's better than nothing, right? Oh, it's starting to rain. I heard like tapping sounds out there and I thought maybe it was like cat nails. But no, it's rain. Gross. The weather's been kind of like ugh, lately. Oh, hi, Michael Afton. Sorry, I just saw you there. Oh, hello. Classic body floats. Glitch trap sticker. Yeah, I need to start like actually planning because I do have like another convention that I'm working at in November. I don't know if I'll have anything like ready in time for that, but yeah, like I do think like it would be important for me to go into stuff like this like knowing already what I'm gonna do. Like obviously with these, I went into it being like, hey, these could become custom emojis. But you know, if you wanted to like make like stickers or you know, pins, keychains, whatever it may be, I think it's like best if you go into it just like already knowing exactly what it is that you intend to do, which was kind of like not the case here. My God, these originals just have like the funniest faces. I'm sorry, the designs are hilarious. This looks so stoned. But I'm looking at like the reference, you know, and it's like, well, I mean, yeah, like and like those like jaw lines and stuff are crazy. It's so funny looking. Like maybe this is a little bit mean, but like OG Bonnie kind of looks like when someone gets like stung by a bee, you know, and their face like pulls up. Like I don't know how else to describe it. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's iconic. Like, I'm glad they look the way they look. They should. It's so iconic, but it's really funny. Like, when you sit and, like, just nitpick it, it's like, Also, if you hear any cats, I think they are trying to get fed. But right before I went live, Glenn came in here and was, like, yelling. I'm gonna like rotate this just so I can like access it. I'm like drawing at the weirdest angle right now. That's the only problem with live streaming this stuff, is that like I always end up drawing at a very bizarre angle. It's like the best I can do. Chica looks like she saw some pineapple on pizza. I know. I have to admit, when I was working on these, like I was doing so with the mindset of like, just let them look as silly as possible. And I had the same thought of like, Chica looks so shocked for no reason here, but I kind of just like leaned into it anyway. Yeah. I kind of wanted Freddy to look like kind of sly and like sneaky, like he was like side-eyeing somebody. But I did know, like, as I was doing it, I was like, there's no way any of that is going to translate into, like, emoji size. Like, not even close. Oh, well. God, these ears are, like, they're literally going to take up, like, half the emoji space. That's okay, that's okay. Oh, shoot, that's right. I still need to, get materials for Springtrap's ears. I meant to do that earlier today and I didn't get around to it. Okay. Maybe I'll do that tonight. Sorry, I was like so behind on everything today. It was so bad. There was like so many things I like meant to do and just like none of it happened. But hey, at least I made it to the live, right? I don't think I've ever not made it to one of my live streams though. That would be unfortunate. Cat started biting your mom. Oh no. Everything Bonnie draws on eyebrows to fit in. I know, right? Isn't it like super weird that Bonnie doesn't have eyebrows? I was noticing that too, because at first I was like, what is it that looks so strange about his face? I couldn't like put my finger on it. And then as I was like sketching it out, I was like, why doesn't he have eyebrows? Because the other ones do. Like, what happened? I don't know. It just gives him like such a particular like stunned look. He's just like, and yet he's also like high. It's like, it's a weird combo. Yeah, it draws it within 10 charges. It does like the drag queen brows or something. Goes like the full divine. Let's see here. Like I said, I tried to like bend these ears as much as I could to like make as much space as possible for the bottom, but there was really like only so much I could do. If I do like another set of these, I will definitely go like even more cartoony with it. Like maybe just go like full blown, like, I don't know, what would be like a good example? Like Pusheen, you know, like something like that. Just go like Hello Kitty with it. Full blown like Sanrio FNAF animatronics. That would be ridiculous. Well, I was thinking last night when I was like sketching these out and stuff, it like suddenly occurred to me that there isn't like a really a like a cat FNAF animatronic. Isn't that kind of interesting? I mean, there might be like a minor one that I'm forgetting about, but there isn't like a main animatronic in any game that's like a cat. I don't know, it's just weird. Like it suddenly occurred to me and I was like, huh. Maybe Scott is like just not a cat person. Hard to make characters menacing. So it's like a goofball. Yeah, it's so true. I know I did see a Reddit post like kind of chewing out the FNAF movies for resorting to like giving these characters like red eyes because like they couldn't figure out how to make these animatronics look menacing all on their own. I don't know if I entirely agreed with the post. I don't know. It seemed like it was some really weird nitpicking going on, but it is kind of funny, like just that like yeah, the OGs are just so goofy looking that it is a little hard to make them like actually scary. So they had to just give them like Terminator eyes, I guess. I don't know why I'm like bothering like with some of these like contour lines. I'm like, this is so going to disappear once it's shrunk down. Like whatever. I really do think the best way to look at this kind of thing is like it's just practice. And at the end of the day, that's really what I need more than anything else is like I just really need to practice. And drawing characters like this is like kind of outside my normal wheelhouse, and I think that's a good thing. Like it's good to like draw stuff that you're not used to. That's why I've been doing those like mini daily doodles because it's like forcing me to draw stuff that I might not otherwise draw, and that's good. Because yeah, like I didn't have a lot of experience with drawing like more cartoony things. So working on like, you know, stuff that's like in Toby Fox's style, like Undertale and Deltarune, working on like, you know, inhuman looking things like FNAF animatronics, but especially when they're kind of like cartoonized like this, like stuff like that. It just, yeah, it's like, it's outside my comfort zone, but that's a good thing. Freddy looks at you, he's plotting stuff. It's so true. He just always has like the side eye, right? There's just something about his face. He's just always major side eye. He always looks like he's judging. Candy. Yeah, like I think there's like some like fan games that have a cat, but yeah, it's like they're like it just makes me wonder if Scott himself is like not a cat person because none of the actual like official games have like a cat animatronic, which just seems like it would be such an obvious choice, right? To make one. So the fact that Scott hasn't made one, I'm like, maybe Scott's just one of those like anti-cat people. Because there's a lot of those out there, people who just really don't like cats. So I don't know. I feel like he's like made every animal except a cat at this point. I think a really overlooked animal for something like Five Nights at Freddy's. Imagine like a hedgehog or like a porcupine animatronic. How scary like those quills could be. You could do so much with that. There's so much potential there. Although maybe they wanted to avoid anything weird happening with like a Sonic crossover. I feel like Sonic fans hear like Hedgehog and all of a sudden they're like sorry, also like I'm making the lines way more bold than I normally would. I don't normally work in these like thick, like bold lines like that, but again, it's because when you shrink everything down, like you kind of like have to, like I always say, paint to the back row. So I'm trying to like go like too bold in the hopes that it'll at least like, you know, show up after like half the pixels are gone. Because like the emoji size is so small. It's like, it has to be anywhere from like 48 by 48 to 480 pixels. It's like tiny. Gotta do a Let's Play soon. Yeah. I wish they weren't so bad for the channel. Every time I do a Let's Play, it like crashes the entire channel for weeks. I don't know what to do about it. FNAF 3 movie Springtrap. I'm so excited for like actual movie Springtrap. I'm so hyped. Hedgehog costume in Secret Mint. That's true. Yeah, that is true. I guess like I'm picturing just something super violent, like, which is not like a good thing, but I'm picturing like just a back of quills, like one of those spike walls, you know, just like backing into somebody, like crushing them. Ooh, a snake animatronic, that would be really fun. There's actually like a lot you could do with that. I'm actually picturing a whole bunch of things there. That would be interesting. That would, yeah, a snake animatronic would kind of rule. Or a tarantula. Well, I guess we do already have DJ Music Man. So spiders are kind of covered. And DJ Music Man is like also so peak. Like, I freaking love DJ Music Man. Whenever people like insult, you know, any of the like more recent games, you know, Security Breach Ruin, any of that stuff, I'm like, I hear ya, but they gave us DJ Music Man, and that is like very important to me. Hey, Dolly Jew, you made it. Welcome, welcome. Make a separate channel for gaming. I know my only concern is like, this is gonna sound so bad, like, and because I think this is something that's holding me back. I have a really, really hard time of like multitasking. And I'm so worried that if I were to like make multiple channels, I would end up confusing myself so much that like everything would fall apart. Like, I have such a hard time even just handling having like multiple social media accounts, like going from like, you know, TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, just, you know, constantly cycling. I mean, as it is, because I have all three of those, some of the other socials I have, I can never remember to do anything with them. Like my poor Tumblr account is just deceased at this point because I just constantly forget that I should share anything over there because I just can't seem to like keep up with too many things at once. It's just yeah, I know it's holding me back. Like people ask if I'm gonna like join Twitch, if I'd make multiple YouTube channels, and it's like, I know I should, but like I'm so dumb. Like that's kind of what it comes down to. It's like if I have to think of more than a few things at once, everything's gonna fall apart. I'm so stupid. Forgot DJ Music Man. I know he's the thing is like understandable because he's so peak yet also so underutilized, and that makes me sad. Like if I had any hopes for Security Breach 2, it's like please more DJ Music Man. I don't think that should be a big ask, you know? Like come on. Oh, thank you so much, K-Bucks, for the star. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Robert, for the heart. Thank you so much. Turn off the auto translate. I'm so surprised. I like didn't even know that was a thing. Just do gaming videos whenever you feel like it. Yeah, I just, I don't know. I'm so worried, like trying to keep up with several channels, like it would just, it would just not go well. Like I said, I'm so stupid. It's not good. And not Shadow Blossom. No worries. Thanks for joining for a bit today. Wait, where is that? Sorry, I'm just like, oh right, because Bonnie's jaw goes like, it does like the thing, you know? I was trying to figure out why like the smile line looked so big. God, it is weird the lack of eyebrows, because like, I keep thinking that the eyes are really low down here, but it's not that the eyes are like in the wrong position. It's just that there's no eyebrows above them. Like I'm actually kind of intentionally letting the eyebrows, or not, letting the eyes go up into the forehead space here. Because like when you have so little real estate to work with, when you're shrinking something down to like an emoji size, I can't really afford to have like a blank area. But that's what would happen. Like that whole forehead area would just be pretty much nothing because there's no eyebrows. It's so weird. I'd love to ask Scott Cawthon, like, so why did you just not give Bonnie eyebrows? What was up with that, dude? Gotta give them like really hollow eye sockets too. It's like to make sure I'm like, since I'm sitting at such an awkward angle when I'm live streaming, I'm always trying to like mark down the like halfway point here because everything is like skewed from my angle. Like normally I'd be working like, you know, like this, and instead everything's like this way. But if I try to do it any other way, then like, I don't think y'all would be able to see what I'm doing very well. So yeah, we just have to roll with it. Dark World Birdly is so hard to draw. Dude, that one, of all of the mini doodles I've done lately, Birdly, I want to say Birdly, Dark World Birdly specifically, and Queen were the two that gave me the most trouble. Those were the two where I almost completely like gave up and was like, maybe I'm not gonna do these drawings. I got there eventually with poor Birdly. I did eventually manage to do it, but I don't even want to admit like how much time this one took, because yeah, I kept erasing it over and over and over and being like, Birdly, why is your Dark World design kind of like torture to draw? It's not even like it's his own design. He's basically just Falco. Rabbits don't have proper eyebrows. Just rabbits in general. Not too many animals have proper eyebrows. Hi, Riderstorm. Need to get in my PC to turn it off. It's cool that it can do that, though. Hi, Dark Elf Female. Also, what color are... Hold on, you know what? I don't have this Bonnie image. Like, zoom in. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, the image I had that I was referencing was like this big. I finally just opened it into its own window here and zoomed in. I never noticed Bonnie's eyes are like what color is that? It's like not red, but not pink, but not brown. I guess I never like had a reason to really like zoom in on Bonnie's face before. I guess that's the other nice thing about doing drawings like this is you just sort of like learn new things. Like, oh, I learned a new thing about Bonnie today. Okay, I'm gonna give Bonnie a little bunny nose. Go. You know, help me out with gaming content. Yeah, I mean, it's not like the Let's Playing that would be hard. It would just be like me attempting to keep up with several channels without like just making a big mess. I don't know. Maybe like the longer I do this kind of stuff, like the better I'll get at it. But I always feel so like incompetent at like managing social media in general. I don't know how people do it. Like even today, like I didn't manage to share a shorts video and I felt really bad about it. And I was kind of like yelling at myself about it. Hi, Nika Harris? FNAF, yeah. I wanted to have like just a chill FNAF doodle day, you know? Just like hang out, draw these silly goobers. Just for fun. Because I feel like the last few art streams that I did were more, like serious stuff, and I was like, let's just like do something silly. I just want to have like a good time. Because I was doing like the Delta and Weird Root art, and I was like, yeah, it's a bit much. Let's just have some fun today. Oh my god, though, speaking of Deltarune, did you, not to like gossip, but did y'all hear about the Deltarune Cafe in Toronto? I think it might be like this year's new, like Detroit Bridgerton ball situation. Some people are calling it like the Deltarune Dash Con. It's real bad. So, yeah. One of the bigger yikes I've heard lately. I feel so bad for anyone who went there. I definitely recommend like looking up stuff about it. Like the basic rundown I can give y'all, like, and I hope I'm not like misspeaking any of these facts, but basically like It was like it was unofficial. Like it was a fan cafe. Did you hear about it, Andrew? Because it's really bad. They yeah, they tried to like do it. It was like a 1 day event of this like Deltarune thing. They advertised the heck out of it. Long story short, it was horribly organized. It was like the most like poorly run thing ever and illegal. Like, oh, I should say alleged, so I don't get in any trouble. Allegedly, a lot of this was illegal. And basically, like, they didn't even set up until the day of. So they didn't even like start until like 3 hours late. So you had all these people, a lot of them in cosplay, like standing in like a packed hallway in the middle of summer for hours waiting to get in. None of these people had like actual like a license to sell food. So they didn't properly store any of the food. There was stuff going on like supposedly like blueberries sat out for like 10 hours. They did takoyaki because it was specifically a chapter 5 themed cafe. They stored the takoyaki and the blueberries like in the same cooler and like didn't properly store the takoyaki. It was just frozen takoyaki too. Um, I saw the photos of it. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. I actually would not have even known it was meant to be takoyaki if I hadn't been told because it didn't even look right. They didn't properly cook it. And they were serving people stuff like for example, they were handing people like you order like a Fanta, they'd give you like half of a Fanta, like half a cup, like in a solo cup. And due to a system error, people were getting charged like $9 for like a half cup of Fanta. There was a whole thing with like the artist alley thing was a mess. They had like people waited in line for like 2 hours because you had to like go up there and like the artists weren't there. You had to like tell employees what you wanted and they'd like go get stuff for you. It was a disaster. They shut everything down early. So artists were told that they'd get like 7 hours of sales and instead it was like 3. But also this story ends exactly how you're probably currently thinking it'll end. Yes, massive food poisoning outbreak. Lots of people ended up in the hospital. Yeah. Apparently the takoyaki was, I mean, if you ever see a photo of it, I'm not surprised. I'm actually amazed anyone even tasted it. I would not have, yeah, it was undercooked, not properly stored. Apparently it was like the blueberry lemonades and the takoyaki just basically poisoned a bunch of people. So yeah, you had like people in emergency care and stuff. Like it was so bad. And it's like I feel bad because all these people, kind of understandably, I hate to say it, are making jokes because it's like, oh my gosh, the butcher of hometown. Like I saw people making jokes like onion san is like the snack that fights back. But it's like at the same time I'm like, but it's not funny. Like people did get hurt. So it's like I end up feeling bad because it's just like insult to injury. Like imagine you get food poisoning at this and everyone is like making normal NPC jokes. It's kind of the worst case scenario in every way possible. Although I will say some of the people who got food poisoning are also the ones making jokes. Like it's been a couple days now, so I think some of them are like recovered. It's really bad. Yeah, the people running the event have already like come out and like you can tell from the way that they're talking that like they know they're in trouble. Like they are bracing themselves for genuine like legal repercussions to come from this and I'm like, yeah, I think so. I think there's a good chance you're gonna get sued, if I'm being honest. Like, I realize this is Canada. They're not as, like, litigious as the United States. But, like, y'all didn't have food like, you legally couldn't sell food at this event, but you did. And, like, normally, you know, someone like Toby Fox, like, he's so lenient about, like, using IP and stuff, like, you know, that's why a lot of people can make like and sell Deltarune fan art and it's like, who cares? This might be a case where I could actually see Toby like stepping in. Like you can't put the Deltarune name unofficially on an event that poisons people. That's like so bad. Yeah, it was like just the worst disaster possible. So there's like a few videos finally like starting to come out about it, but yeah, this might be this year's DashCon slash Fire Festival slash Bridgerton Ball slash the UK Willy Wonka experience. It's almost like people who don't know how to organize events maybe shouldn't. There's kind of like an obvious pattern forming here, year after year after year. I mean, what, DashCon was how long ago now? Well, like 15 years or something? Also, fun fact, DashCon happened like pretty much out where I used to live. DashCon was in Schaumburg, and that's where my mom used to teach. I even know someone who was at DashCon. Yeah, that's right. I was still drinking iced coffee at 6 p.m. And I'm probably going to grab an energy drink in a second, too. Don't judge me. It's been a long day. Was there a refund? Yeah, so I will at least hand it to, I guess the runners of the event. They're called Sugar Packet. They are refunding everyone, like, which is good, because sometimes these kinds of disasters happen. Like, I'm thinking of, what was that, the Book Talk convention disaster? Like, no one got refunds for stuff like that. But in this particular case, like, I guess everyone is getting some kind of refund, and there's like forms they're having people fill out to like get their money back on certain things. But the problem is some of it you can't track. So it's like people who paid with like Apple Pay and stuff don't really have a way to get their money back. It's like, it's such a mess. I don't know. I feel so bad. Like, if I was Toby and I heard about all this, I'd be so pissed. Oh my God. Because, like, now, like, it looks like his name is on something, you know, that did a terrible thing. And, like, obviously he had nothing to do with it. But, yeah, it's frustrating how often these kinds of things do happen, though. That we have, like, so many iconic examples of, like, these just disastrous events. It's like, guys, if you don't know how to run a show, maybe just don't. How about just, like, don't? Yeah, so these people were just so woefully unqualified and apparently thought they could do it anyway. I mean, to me, the number one red flag would have been them setting up the day of. That's bananas. Like, you mean to tell me, like, you planned this big event for, like, months and you showed up the morning of to start setting up? Are you crazy? It is genuinely mind-boggling that this happened. Like, what? Somebody talking about my environmental sanitation class. Yes, yeah, if you can go find some info about it online, you should totally share it, because it is like an example of everything not to do. Because I mean, I was even thinking, like, regardless of like stuff not being properly frozen or properly cooked, I mean, even just storing like seafood and blueberries in the same coolers, like, the cross-contamination of it all. What if somebody's like allergic to seafood and then orders like the blueberry lemonade? Like, it just, like, I guess the most amazing thing to me is that none of the people working there thought of any of this, or like just didn't think it would be an issue. Like, how were they not freaking out at every moment? Because I would have been. And that was the other thing too. Like, they only had like 5 or 6 employees for this entire event, and they were all like unpaid volunteers. Major yikes. Just yikes in every way possible. And that's why, like, I tend to turn down these kinds of events. I hate to say it. Like, I actually got an offer to get flown down to Texas for a FNAF event. And I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to get into details. All I will say is I did a bunch of research on the showrunners and other events they had done. I also reached out to some cosplayers who had dealt with them. And my takeaway was, run for your life. Do not do it. So I had to tell them, no, actually, I will not be involved in your FNAF event, because I can already tell that it too is going to be a DashCon kind of situation. Like, yeah, you know it's bad when you message one cosplayer about it and, like, the first thing they say to you is "don't" in all capital letters. It's like, I see, okay, yeah. So I guess that's also my PSA of, like, always research events before you go to them, especially if it's a situation where you think you might be, like, working with them. a lot of people think they can run shows, and they're very incorrect about that. So don't just like blindly trust anybody, because there's a lot of people out there who are shockingly confident despite being so incompetent. You know, it's kind of crazy. So, yeah, my apologies to if any Texas people were ever hoping to see me at a FNAF event, but not saying I'll never go down, but definitely not that one. And like I said, I'm not going to name names. As far as I can tell, the event actually didn't end up happening. I think. Actually, wait, hold on. I just want to look up one thing. 1 second. I'm just super curious about something. Like I said, I'm not going to name names, but I just want to see something. Okay, so that is still online. That's right. Okay, hold on. I wanted to see. I'm pretty sure it didn't happen, but I'll put it this way. I know they were raising money for it, and I'm just kind of curious like how that panned out. Unsuccessful. I figured. Yeah, that tracks. That's good. I guess I just didn't want to think anyone like, you know, was financially harmed by it, but it looks like they did not go through with it. Good. Oh yeah, the Undertale needle thing. I will say this, I actually looked into that and could not find any evidence that it ever happened. I'm not saying it didn't, but I do take comfort in the fact that as near as I could tell, that was a hoax. Like, because I even was looking at threads where other people had like looked into it trying to find out if it ever happened. And as near as they could tell, there's no evidence that it wasn't just a made up story, which is good because I would really hate to think that that actually happened to somebody. So hopefully that's true. Like I said, I don't think anyone can genuinely like verify that it didn't happen, but from what I could gather, I don't think it happened. But you never know, because for years I always thought that the Homestuck cosplay incident with the person who like dyed the bathtub gray at the hotel, I'm gonna be real, I always thought that was a made up story. I know everyone swore it was true, and I always thought it was fake. And then Sarah Zed did like that deep dive, like the Homestuck deep dive, and from what she gathered, that one actually did turn out to be true, which was really surprising to me. So, wow. Some people really go a little too far with things, don't they? Yikes. But I do really hope that the needle cookie incident is fake, because goodness. Honestly, I freaking wish that this Deltarune Cafe story was fake, because I just feel so bad for like the people who got messed up by it. I just hope like no one's like actually hurt, you know? Like, that's one of the only reasons I've been keeping an eye on the whole thing, is because I keep like finding myself just wanting to check in and like make sure that, you know, anyone who was involved like came out of it okay. I don't think anyone is still like hospitalized or anything, but I'm not sure, so that's why like I keep kind of like just keeping an eye on it, because the whole thing just makes me kind of nervous. So it's like, is everyone all right though? Ugh, what a disaster. All I can say is if someone ever hands you takoyaki and it's gray, don't eat it. Just don't. But also, like, the fact that they got frozen takoyaki is so crazy to me. Like, the level of laziness involved with that. Like, the whole reason that takoyaki is such a popular street food is because it's so easy to make in 2 seconds. Like, the batter has, like, 3 ingredients. Like, you mean to tell me they couldn't just make takoyaki. They had to buy like frozen bagged takoyaki. I've made takoyaki. Genuinely, I have made it before. It takes 2 seconds to make it. It's like the fastest fast food that exists. And they couldn't even be bothered to do that. Like, what? I didn't even know you could buy frozen takoyaki. But yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people already making jokes like, oh, it's Onion-san's revenge. And I'm like, I don't think Onion-san would want this to happen, guys. Onion-san is a very kind and pure soul. If I never hear about a FNAF fan event in Texas, the event is gonna be horrible. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. That's why I don't want to name names, because the people involved have actually done some Texas FNAF related things. Like, so I just, I don't want to like gossip too much, but yeah, I just my takeaway from it was just don't get involved in that. I mean, they were gonna pay for like flight and hotel for me and everything. Me backing out wasn't like me thinking, oh, I'm gonna like lose money on this or something. It just sounded like it was gonna be a horrible experience. So I was like, I'm getting out of here. No, thank you. Oh, the Undertale needle cookie thing. It was a story about supposedly, I don't even remember the exact details. I want to say it happened in Singapore, a Singapore convention where somebody hated this one artist because they like didn't like some Undertale shipping art they did or something, and supposedly gave them some cookies as a gift, and like one of the cookies had a needle intentionally like hidden in it or something. But I don't know. Again, I looked into it and could not verify that story at all, and apparently nobody could. So I want to believe that one's a hoax, because that's really bad. Like, someone could have like died. Hi, Jared. Don't blame innocent onions. Not exactly. I know. Like, I totally understand why people are making the jokes. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, like, I feel bad saying this, but like, when I first saw the story, I thought it was a joke. Because like the way it was worded, like all I saw was a thing like Deltarune fans get poisoned by takoyaki at a fan event. And I was like, oh, haha, this is like a humor post on Reddit or something. Only for me to then realize like, oh no, this actually is a real, like, this happened. Oh no. And then I felt so bad for thinking it was a joke, but it's like, it kind of sounds like one though. Oh, I feel so bad for anyone who was involved. So sad. Because believe me, as somebody who has been working in the fandom scene for an unbelievably long time, I have been at some really bad shows, y'all. These people have my deepest sympathies. I've seen it all. I've been through it all. Like, I can't begin to tell you how many shows just really shouldn't even happen to begin with, but unfortunately they still do. I have done some shows that I deeply regretted wasting my time with. Like, Bonnie just looks absolutely like stunned here. Just completely like, what? I think he'll look a little less shocked once there's some like color in the eyes. Like right now it's just like I'll let the ink settle for a second before we color it. I should probably go grab an energy drink. I mean, I guess I shouldn't because it's like 6 p.m. here, but I think, I don't know, I got kind of a late start today, and I'm just like, I literally had like half as much coffee today as I normally would have, so I think I'm just gonna do it anyway. And I'll just deal with the like consequences later. Looks amazing. Oh, thank you, Lars. Oh, thank you, Robert, for the gold coin and the voting heart. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, just give me 1 second. Let me grab an energy drink. It's just right over here. And I have the mic on, so y'all can still hear me. I think I have the like rainbow energy drink today. Yeah. I haven't actually decided yet if I like this one, but I wanted to give it one more try. Because it's the, it's like that new one, the Sour Stripes one. It's supposed to be like, I always called these gay bacon. It's supposed to taste like the gay bacon. And it does, but I don't know if that's a good thing. You know how like sometimes it's like accuracy is maybe like not the desired outcome? It's just, I don't know. It tastes like too much like candy, where it's like kind of sickening. So I don't know. I only had the one. I'm going to give it another try today, but if it's too much today, I'm probably going to stop buying that flavor. I'm just mad because I think they got rid of my favorite flavor just so that they could replace it with this one, and I'm like not cool with that. Ooh, yeah, it's it's like liquid candy, which you'd think would be good. I like candy, but that's a lot. It's not like it's undrinkable or something, but yeah, I don't think I would get this one again. It just feels like getting punched in the face. Ugh. Like, yeah, it tastes exactly like those sour strips. But here's the thing. Normally I would only eat like 1 or 2 of those because it's a lot. I don't need to drink a whole can of it. Drawings are so cute. Oh, thank you, Dumpling Queen. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm turning them into like cute little emojis and stuff. So let's color Bonnie in. Bonnie is a very odd color. It's like, I don't know, it's like something between blue and purple. Is it, what color do people consider it? Like, it's more purple, right? I'm trying to picture like when I see people draw, like very cartoony versions of Bonnie. No, that's not true though, because I feel like I can picture it both ways. I don't know, what do y'all think? Is Bonnie purple or blue? Why does Bonnie look like you've seen a ghost? It's just because I haven't colored the eyes yet. Sorry, I know I'm bringing up an old debate. Sorry. Bonnie's purple because of the game lighting. Bonnie's purple, but it's actually supposed to be blue. I see. Yeah, because when I'm picturing, like, I spent a lot of time looking at the movie animatronics for various reasons, and, like, the movie one was definitely blue, right? When I'm picturing it. It's just weird, because, yeah, I'm looking at these different interpretations here. Like, some of these people made, like, custom plushes, for example, and they made them definitely purple, and I'm like, I think it should be... Yeah, dude, like, even the Funko Pop is purple. But I agree, like, I think he's supposed to be blue. That's weird. He's purple, I don't care about canon. I mean, purple is definitely, like, very nice looking. Well, let's see, I think I do have one, Chromatech that is like kind of between blue and purple. We can like try that one and see how it looks. Let's see here. Because it's like, it's called Midnight Blue, but to me it always looks purple on the paper. So that one might be a good option here, if I can find it. Sorry, it's like a huge mess over here. It's all Springtrap's fault. Like, I can't wait till Springtrap is done because it is such a disorganized disaster around here right now that I'm like, I'm tired already and we've barely started. Where is my Midnight Blue? Where did it go? Oh, that's violet. That's just regular blue. Oh, there's like a dark cyan. That's kind of cool. Yeah, Midnight Blue. Let's like test out this color. Get some like trash paper here. like way too much crap all over the place. It's getting bad. I need to have like an organization day or something. Yeah, so like this color here I think could work because it's called Midnight Blue, but like it definitely looks purple, right? I think. I'm trying to like visually match it against the like references I have over here. It's funny, I'm looking at like, oh wait, is this somebody having a debate? That's funny. I accidentally stumbled across a post where someone's debating the color of Bonnie. Okay, apparently this is more of a widespread debate than I realized. Yeah, the movie one like looks so blue though. That's what's crazy about it. The movie one looks really, really blue. Huh. That is very confusing. Well, I'll be damned. Yeah, you think that color works, Dolly, too? It's called blue, but looks purple. Sounds like Bonnie. Exactly. That was kind of my logic. I was like, you know, maybe like it's a sign that that's the right color. Because I do think it would be good to use a slightly lighter color as well. I couldn't do much here with Freddy, but like lighter does mean like less muddiness, you know, when it gets like shrunk down. I just want to like check these colors here. I'm doing like very minimal shading on these, but I just kind of wanted to like, yes, yeah. This color here, this like dark cyan, I almost feel like this is like the color they intended. Like this is like the movie color, but it does kind of seem like the fandom like doesn't actually agree with that color at all, which is very amusing. And then I guess like, well, if anything, those colors, because the dark cyan is kind of gray, so it like kind of works with like the inset panels like on the ears and stuff. I think I have a different color though that's better for that somewhere. Is it this one? That is green. Nope. Where the heck is it? Ugh, so disorganized right now. Because I do have this one color, and it's like the most like problematic one in my Chromatech set because it claims to be like a blue-gray, but I don't know if it's just the way it interacts with paper or if it's a manufacturing error, but it looks like red. It's the weirdest thing. If I can find it. I swear it's over here somewhere. Yes, I thought it was over here. What the heck? I don't think I'm like missing any colors. I mean, if I can't find it, it's not a big deal. I think it's this one. Yeah, this one's super weird. So it claims to be blue-gray, but then it does this. Like, what is that? Tell me that doesn't look like red or brown. Like, it's like something's wrong, right? How is that blue-gray? I don't get it. And it causes a lot of problems for me, like when I'm doing, like, let's say like armor, for example, and I genuinely need like some blue-gray or something, and I just don't have any. Like, I don't know. I don't know what went wrong here, but yeah. But that color could work for Bonnie. Maybe? I guess we'll find out. Shake it. I mean, it's been through like all kinds of stuff and it's just always looked this way. We can try, see if it's like settled weirdly. But I've practically drop kicked this box a lot of times and nothing's ever changed. Yeah, I don't think anything changed. It's frustrating. I really don't understand it. I don't know. I really love these Chromatex, but that one is like, what? I don't get it. Head Out Rider Storm, thanks for joining. I should color it whatever I feel is right. It's a nice thought, but the FNAF fandom is, you know. I'm already gonna get enough heat for Springtrap, I can tell. It's brown, I know, right? Like, seriously. It's so weird. I don't understand. But I think what we can do is, if I combine, like, the dark cyan with that, like, reddish tone, I actually think that'll work for, like, the inset panels. Let's try it. Let's do a test. Yeah, I think that'll work. Because I do want some of this to be like a little bit lighter than it normally would be, just because I think like that'll pop better once everything is shrunk down. Also, I realize it looks like all splotchy. It's temporary. It's just something really, really weird with the way that these Chromatex work on certain types of paper. They do this like splotchy thing while it's like drying, and then it goes away. So we just have to like kind of let it settle. I mean, it's annoying that it does that only because sometimes I feel like I can't tell, you know, like what I'm working on, like how it's actually going to turn out. But I've just learned to like trust it, that even when it does that, it doesn't mean like that it's going to look bad in the end. There we go. Hi, Jack's Realities. Sorry. Every time I try to say the username, I start laughing. How am I doing? I'm doing all right. How you doing? Should probably have like a pretty harsh shadow over here. I'm not like doing exactly what's on like the reference that I'm looking at, but just something like close to it. We can do like more stylized versions of these later. I just, for the sake of practice, I just really wanted to start with like a very basic interpretation of like the OGs. And we can get like goofier, you know, later on when I get more used to this stuff. I really don't know what color those eyes are meant to be, but like, I don't know, I feel like I'm just gonna go with like a light red, a question mark. And yes, I will give Bonnie the stoner eyes, by the way. I just haven't added the lids yet. But I didn't forget, I promise. Let's see, how about like, oh, this like carmine could work, I think. Hopefully. Cat hair. Okay, if anything, he actually looks more surprised now than ever before. Oops. Okay, yeah, he still looks completely shocked. That's okay. I think once we put down the eyelids, it'll be different. Here, let's try it. Just like give him the old, the like sleepy face. Like that. Yeah, something like that. It's just like, duh. At least now it looks a bit more like Bonnie, right? Yeah, glad you made it too, Geo Bunny. Welcome, welcome. Drawings are so good, thank you. Hi, Nader Boppers. Shadows in the background. Yeah, no worries. It's all good. You know me, I'm slow as heck. You won't miss much. Okay, let's like get the muzzle colored in at least. Because I think that should be like the last of the kind of like blue-gray areas. We kind of have to do like that funny, like, I don't want to say what the shape is, but y'all know what I mean, right? There's like a particular shape that these OG animatronics kind of have as far as like the muzzles go. You know. And like a little bit lighter here. Back around the edge. Yeah, I'm just doing like really basic shading in general here. Nothing too fancy. Because once it's shrunk down, like you won't be able to see anything anyway. Kind of circular. And like I said, I know it looks muddy right now. It's just something with the way it dries. Like it'll clear up as it dries. I don't know why it does that. It's just like the paper gets like kind of soaked. Because you can already see, right, like it was blotchy like that up here, but it's already like gone away. So it's, yeah, it's just something with these like Chromatacs. Oh, the lighted mirror. Unfortunately, it arrived broken and has never worked. I've never been able to get it to actually light up. That's what I get for like always buying the cheapest possible stuff for everything. Yeah, I've tried different batteries. I've tried everything. It just, yeah, it just never worked. So I still use it for makeup, but yeah, my dream of having a lighted mirror was erased immediately. Because I was like, oh, I'm not going to buy another one, so it is what it is. Oh, thank you so much, Bathy Crazy. Thank you for the sparkles. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, for anyone who just got here, yeah, we do have these cute new custom emojis. Hold on. Yeah. And hopefully the ones I'm working on right now can like also become new ones. Okay. So Bonnie is drying. Let's like do some shading here then on like the rest of Bonnie. I'm just trying to decide if I need like a darker tone. I guess like blue would probably just be good enough as far as like shadows go. But I don't want things to get like too dark. Just because like, you know, it'll get so muddy, which it's like already at risk of anyway. And I do want it to be darker like up top, so yeah, I'm gonna just add like a layer of blue. And then kind of go back over that. Like that. But I do feel like this is me kind of turning Bonnie purple, because that's just like how this color just does its thing. So if people want to fight about like whether Bonnie is blue or purple, I don't know what to tell you. It's just up to the Chromatacs at this point. Sorry, this necklace like keeps whacking the microphone, and I think that's bad. So I'm taking it off. Okay. I'm just gonna do like a quick, just like a little bit of gray here. That's like where the bolts go. And then, yeah, I really don't want to do like too much shading here. Very, very, very minimal. We'll just kind of like do a little bit of shadowing on the edges. And like that's pretty much it. Like normally I do a lot of like multi-layering, but yeah, I'm just worried like too much of that and this is gonna get like a little too dark. But we'll see. We'll see how it dries. Because that can like also make a difference. I do think it should be like a little darker here. I'm trying to like, make it a bit 3D. How about some like dark circles under the eyes too? Because like mood. Also apologies for the crying baby upstairs if you're able to hear it. My poor upstairs neighbors had a baby not too long ago, and every now and then the baby gets upset and then it gets noisy. Okay, kind of shade this in here. All right. You know, actually, I'm gonna like kind of. The cheeks were looking a little jowly, so just kind of color that in a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, I think in the end though, yeah, it's too blotchy, so let's like go back around it. One more round. Which again, I realize it doesn't matter because when it's shrunk down, it's like not even really gonna be blotchy, but it just bugs me. Okay. And then the last thing I'm gonna do, and this is probably like the single most unnecessary step, is I do add like a little bit of shading just like to the eyes and teeth, but like very, very, very little, because too much of it and this will get like genuinely super muddy. So just like a little bit here. Just to add like a tiny bit of depth. And then just kind of like a teeny bit here. Just to make it look like, you know, some of the teeth are a little farther back. Like that. Okay. And then normally I like to like double layer the black ink, but I don't really want to like bore y'all with that. That's like something I could do after the stream. Mother said congrats on her new board. I don't know if it's a new board. I mean, that thing is probably like a year and a half at this point. Looks nice. Thank you, Robert. How much is the circus baby drawing? I mean, you can find it on my Etsy. All the prices are on there. Baby fever. Oh my gosh. I've definitely never had that. I can barely raise a cat. My cats would probably be like, don't ever let her have kids. I feel like the muzzle, I wanted to move on to Foxy, but the only thing is like the muzzle's kind of bugging me. It looks a little goofy. It's like off center a little. I think I need to just add a tiny bit of just extra shading like right here. And yes, I know what it looks like. We all know what it looks like. Let's see if that helps. It has to dry though before it can like do anything. Heading out, Jax. Well, thanks for joining today. Oh, thank you, Robert, for the 100. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so we can probably get started on Foxy. Like, Bonnie's like not perfect, don't get me wrong. Like, there's a few little tweaks I would do, but like I said, like that's not stuff we should like deal with during the live stream because that would just be boring. Let's at least get started on Foxy, and we'll see how far we get. I definitely want to like at least have the original 4. Hey, my mom's here. Hi, Mom. Welcome, welcome. You're just in time. I just finished this one here, the Bonnie one. We're just about to get started on Foxy over here. Now, Foxy's tricky. That's why I was like, I'm not like totally sure how far we'll get with Foxy. I mean, I guess like Foxy's not super tricky if you like stay very cartoony with it. If you get a little like detail oriented with it, then Foxy's like, ah. Thank you all for being nice to my mom. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, maybe we'll like stick to the more like cartoony version just to like avoid this getting too complicated. Because like I said, when you shrink these down, all the details kind of disappear anywhere. So we might have to make Foxy just like a bit more cartoony than some of the others. I'm just trying to find like a good reference. I'm looking through a few of them here. I mean, they're all okay, but like, I just want to pick one that I feel like will be the most helpful. Whoa, what's that? I'm like seeing some products here that I like didn't even know existed. I don't know why they're showing me some of these. I have a feeling a lot of these are products that like aren't made anymore, and these are just like old photos that are still up. Thanks, Google. Very helpful. I have to like settle on one of these. This is another one too where like depending on the lighting, the color changes a lot. Maybe I'll pull up this one. This one's like very high def. Whoa, it's like a little too high def. I tried to zoom in. It's one of those things where like it just blows up everything. Okay. Now you'd think Foxy would actually be like the easiest for me to tackle because I've, you know, made Mangle before. Well, let's give it a try. So yeah, I'm just gonna be doing like a very basic sketch here. Just to mostly get a sense for like the sizing, you know. Might have to draw this one a bit bigger than the others. God, I never noticed how like Dr. Eggman-ish this like stash situation is. I know it's not like actually a mustache, but like it kind of looks like one though. It's giving Robotnik. Sorry, Foxy. See, back to eyebrows. It's only Bonnie. Bonnie's the only one with no eyebrows. It's so silly. It just always makes me laugh though how like the underbite on these OGs, where it's just like, you know, it's so funny looking. It's like they practically have no teeth up top, and then there's just all these teeth on the bottom. Like, I know it depends on the angle. Like, when their heads are turned up, it looks a little different, but it's like the way that their jaw juts out is just hilarious looking. The amount of roasting of the OGs. It's loving roasting, I promise. I roast with love. That or like I roast them because then I like don't feel as bad about like when I don't draw them well. It's not my fault if the drawings look bad. It's Scott Collins' fault. I'm joking, obviously. Yeah, if Springtrap turns out bad, we're gonna blame Scott Collins. He did this somehow. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, this definitely needs to like come down like way lower. Like I said, the problem is when I'm live streaming, I'm often at just like a very weird angle, and so I can't like quite see what I'm doing as well as I'd like to. This needs to be bigger, I think, because it comes down like not all the way to the bottom of the snout, but like kind of ish. Like that. I never noticed before that the eye patch like only goes like it. Where does it connect in the back? Because like, you know, normally an eye patch should go like all the way around, right? But Foxy's like stops. It just goes around like the one side. Wait, hold on. This is gonna drive me crazy. What does he look like from behind? I don't know how to search this in a way that's not gonna get me really, really bad results that I don't wanna see. I'm gonna take the risk. Please, Google, don't show me anything that I don't want. Please. So it just goes like, wait, what? I don't get it. I guess I'm not the only one confused because every like reference and fan art and everything possible here, everyone did it different. So, I think the one I'm looking at is the movie animatronic. What is the like actual? Like some of them have it so that the eye patch goes into the good eye, kind of. Like as if his other eye is a part of a set of goggles. I'm very confused. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm just curious. Okay. Because the one I'm looking at, like, doesn't even have, like, a nose part. That's so weird. Whatever. I guess it just depends on the day and the time and the mood. Is that how I want to do it, though? How do I want to do it? We'll worry about that when we get there. Let's just, like... I'm just gonna, like, erase this first basic sketch, and then we'll, like, this is usually, like, the process I do, is that I'll put down, like, one sketch, lighten it up, sketch back over it, lighten it up, and then the hope is normally that by that point it's good enough that I can like start actually drawing, but we'll see. So let's see if we can kind of get like a more correct take on this now. This is one of these times though where like, you know, it would be nice if I was doing this digitally Because of course I would just like copy this one ear and then flip it over to the other side. But I can't do that here, unfortunately. So if this thing ends up looking lopsided, it's just, you know, it's the curse of working traditionally. And there's like these holes here. Like that. I just love how the ears are like little like sticks, you know. I just think it's super cute. They're kind of giving like moth antenna. Ugh, symmetry though, my arch nemesis. Boo. Okay, and then Foxy has the little like pineapple hair, which is kind of funny because Chica has that too. I never noticed that before. They both just have this like derpy little pineapple thing on their head. Did someone head out? I have no. Oh, I see. Yeah. Bye, Lunar. Sorry for the stupid squeaky chair. So yeah, I don't know. In this particular reference here, the eye patch does this. Like there's nothing here. There's nothing here. It's just like, it kind of like wraps around almost like one of those like sci-fi like eye cover things. Like it looks like something you get out of like Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh my god, Foxy's eyes are so much smaller than everyone else's. I don't think you could even make Foxy look surprised if you wanted to. And yet, Foxy still has like the stoned eyelid. Man, Scott was like really determined to like make that a feature of all of these characters. That's so silly. Now, I actually don't want to make these too wide, only because, again, if we're going to shrink these down so that they're like emoji-ish, then, you know, we can only deal with like a square, right? So like if these go way past like the ears, for example, it's going to mess with like just how much space I have in general, unfortunately. I don't like how accidentally human that eye ended up looking. I didn't mean to do that. You have a question, Moondrop? Oh, thank you, Jared. You do cosplays? Yeah, it's actually like, it's kind of funny. Like, I used to mainly be known for my art, and I feel like nowadays I'm actually mainly known for the cosplays. Okay, so we got that, and then I know like this kind of, like I said, it kind of does like a Robotnik thing, but I kind of don't want to. Sorry, Foxy. I just don't feel like drawing it that way. It looks cuter this way, I think. I think because it reminds me more of Mangle when it's like this. And I'm always going to be super biased towards anything that's more Mangle-like. Got these little like whisker spots here. That's super cute. I should probably make that one eye bigger. It's like looking, it's kind of freaking me out. It's like too beady. Sure, why not? Just leave it without the mouth. Can you imagine? Because without the mouth, like this whole area looks like a chin. It's really funny. It's giving like when someone wears like a fake pig snout or something. Oh no, your pen broke? No, sorry to hear that, GeoBuddy. I had a pen like that explode on me one time and completely ruined a commission I was doing. It's the worst. A cosplay of you and Sunrise in one day. I can barely do any cosplays in one day. Yeah, you're happy with how the Dark World Birdly's coming out? Heck yeah. I know what you mean, because I struggled so much with Dark World Burly that it's like by the time I was done, the satisfaction of it was like so much more than normal. You know, like the satisfaction of like you struggle with something and then you like succeed. It's kind of the best feeling. Peak drawings? Oh, thank you so much, Baja. Ooh, pumpkin puree, that sounds good. I guess maybe I do have to like bring this kind of like, only because again, like these OGs have the huge like back jaw area. Or what if we just leave it like that? Now it's a smile. I don't know. Toothless Foxy might be right up there with like Bald Spampton. Like just the wrongness of it is kind of amazing. Like old man Foxy. Here, we'll give Foxy some teeth. I'm sorry, Foxy. But only on the bottom. You don't get any top teeth. That's all you get. I think that bottom jaw is a little too wide though. Hold on. It doesn't sit right with me. It should be more like this. Something like that. He looks really funny. I'm sorry, Foxy. I'm not the most qualified artist for this stuff. You deserve better. He looks so out of it. I know, right? Foxy's just kind of like, I don't know. Foxy has that look of like, he's just been watching the shenanigans all day and is a little bit over it, you know? Like everyone's making a mess of the pizzeria and Foxy's just like... Hi, Vanny. Love your work. Can't wait to see your Springtrap cosplay. Love your Mangle and Roxy cosplays. Thank you so much. You might eventually do a Vanny cosplay. Yeah, you know, I've been asked a lot if I would do like a Vanny cosplay, and I would definitely never say never. I'll be curious to see, that's the kind of cosplay where I might want to wait until Security Breach 2 comes out, because like that's like all we got so far, right? Is the teaser. Unless I missed something. I thought all we had was the teaser for Security Breach 2 that was just Vanny. I think if y'all know the one I'm talking about. It was like that weird mosaic-y thing. And I took that to mean that Vanny's gonna be important in the next one. So I might want to like kind of wait on Vanny and see like what they're gonna do with that, you know? It's kind of like how people ask me all the time to do like a Chris Deltarune cosplay, and I always say like I kind of wanted to wait to see how the story ends before I do that. Not saying I would not do a Chris cosplay before that, but I don't know. I think because a lot of times the way that I cosplay is very story driven, especially like how I like to perform in videos and stuff. I'm always like kind of interested in that angle. Like let's face it, I'm not like a photo shoot cosplayer. So a lot of times like I don't cosplay just based on like the look of it, but also just the overall character. So yeah, I'm kind of like curious to see where they're going with Annie. They bought too much pizza. Don't I know that feeling? Oh my god. Me last night after eating too much in general. Okay, I'm just gonna like lighten this up a little bit. I'm not doing another sketch. This is so I can like ink back over it. Because that way, like, it kind of leaves like guiding lines for me to work with without like, you know, anything interfering. Okay, I do want to like narrow that out though. Okay, I think some of these I do need to lighten up though. Let me just, okay, wait, before I do think this one eye needs like a quick redraw though, because I don't really know what I'm doing with it. I just think the eyes in general need to be bigger because Foxy is looking kind of derpy in a bad way. Sorry, Foxy. Now see, Foxy though has the squinty eye, right? There's like a top lid, but there's also a bottom lid. for like that extra like over it face. Also, I never noticed before that Foxy doesn't have a pupil. That's very creepy. Like, it's just white in the middle. Are all versions of Foxy like that? I mean, probably. Okay, apparently the plush isn't like that. They probably thought it was too scary for kids or something. I don't know how I, like, never noticed that before. Like, in hindsight, it's super obvious, but... So wait, is Mangle like that? I feel really embarrassed that I don't know. Because I didn't think so, but... No, Mangle has a pupil. Maybe that's why I thought Foxy did too, because I'm just thinking of Mangle. Interesting. So I guess if I ever did a Foxy cosplay, that's one of those times where you'd probably want to get the lenses that have the mesh over the pupil. I've been too cowardly to try those personally, but I know they exist. Okay, let's, oh, but I was gonna say, like, let's ink Foxy, but I turned back around and I was like, wait, I accidentally made him look sad. Don't be sad. Is that a little bit better? Like, the eye should look squinty, not sad. Hopefully that's good enough. I mean, I will say, like, yes, I'm drawing these traditionally, but, like, you know, if I finish and then I want to make the emojis and I upload them and they look bad, like, you know, I'll, like, digitally touch them up. It doesn't matter. I do it all the time. What's FNAF? Five Nights at Freddy's? Wait, what? I'm like so lost. Okay, let's ink this up here. Because maybe we can actually finish Foxy before the stream is over, which would be very nice. I would be very happy with that. I feel like a lot of times my art live streams end in like a very unsatisfactory way because I can't like finish things due to just time constraints. But maybe today we can actually accomplish a goal. I mean, in my defense, I usually go into the art live streams without like any actual goal for like finishing something. But it would feel nice if we could actually finish. It would be very satisfying. Okay. I do not think these ears are even remotely symmetrical. But that's fine. That's what like fixing stuff digitally is for. And again, in my defense, part of it is because I am sitting at this really weird angle that I wouldn't normally be drawing at. So I can't see anything. Like normally I would not be drawing with my wrist like this, but I'm doing it for the sake of the live stream. And again, I'm trying to make like much bolder lines than I normally would, just so that hopefully like there will be some amount of detail still visible when this is shrunk down. Hopefully. I feel like poor Freddy didn't really manage that, but I kind of knew that was going to happen. Okay. Then we can just do like the inset panels here. Fun fact, the inset panels on the ears of both my Mangle and Roxanne Wolf cosplays were made out of leftover corset materials. Which is why they still have the holes and like the rivets still in them, because I just didn't remove them. I was like, well, they kind of look like nuts and bolts, right? Close enough. This poor Micron pen is like reaching the end of its life though. This kind of paper, this like mixed media paper is super rough on it. And so I can like feel this pen already just being like, please release me from this hell. I always buy microns in bulk because they get destroyed so fast on this kind of paper. Because I always insist on using like the smallest tip size, so I mean that is my fault. This is literally like the 0.005. Okay, just make sure this is like bold enough. Something like that. Sure. The new Vanny look? Are we sure that's actually the new Vanny look though? Or is that just like kind of the way they drew her for the teaser? I couldn't really tell. That's the thing, like I just wish we had more info in general. I feel like the announcements were very vague. Favorite drawing I've ever done? I don't know. Problem is I tend to like not really like my art that much. I know that's bad. So having a favorite, I'm like, ugh. I mean, I guess I was kind of proud of how that like huge Undertale, like the Azrael drawing that I did turned out. Because that one was like such a difficult task. It was like weeks of work. And I thought it turned out pretty cool. I do like the Spampton Neo drawing that I did. I thought that one was kind of cool. But more often than not, I finish a drawing and then I'm like, ugh. Like, why? Yeah. I know that's bad. Like, you know, you're supposed to like learn to like your art or whatever, but I don't know if that day is ever coming for me, honestly. I've been at this for years and nothing's changed. Yeah, okay. So we've got the little like thingies here. If I wasn't shrinking these down for emojis, I would actually make those a lot bigger because I think they're adorable and I would want to emphasize them. But again, we have very like limited space to work with here, so I'm gonna make them small. But I do love how like the foxy ears are on those like cute little sticks. It makes them like wiggly, you know, like how like wiggly ears. Freddy has them too. Popping off the page, good detail. Oh, thank you. Art is so good, don't doubt yourself. Oh, thank you, K-Box. Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to believe someday I would learn to like my own art, but I don't know. I've also just had such a bad time in the artist alley over the years. Like, I've just become convinced, you know? Like, I mean, I've had people just straight to my face tell me how bad it is. And now, Dolly Chew, no worries. Have fun with the movie night. Do you know what you're watching, or is it like a surprise movie night? Mystery is so much cooler than the reality. Oh, I hope that doesn't happen to the Deltarune fandom. Oh, bye, Jared. Ugh, yeah, school. Ugh. Hopefully it won't be as bad as you're picturing. I don't know if I can continue with this micron. This poor micron is like actually like reaching the end of its life here. I wanted to use it for these smaller details, but oof, this thing is struggling. Yeah, I have a feeling this poor thing is gonna go in the garbage after this. Sorry. Sorry, Micron. I know I've treated you very harshly. God, I suck at symmetry. But I guess, like, at least, I don't know, maybe there's, like, a charm to the lack of symmetry, because, it shows that it's, like, the traditional art, right? You know, it's, like, you can tell it wasn't digital, because it's so imperfect. It's like that line from Chapter 5 of Deltarune, you know, where it's, like, the imperfections led to its sincerity, or whatever the heck Alvin said. Which was, like, a really nice way to say Susie can't spell. Sorry. Okay. I'm pretty sure the like head shape overall is a little, but hopefully good enough. Cause yeah, like the sides, it's like up here, it kind of goes like this, and then it like comes down. There's like it's like flat, like under the ears. It's kind of funny. I mean, it's flat because like that's where the holes are, but it just looks funny. Like Foxy's overall head shape is so different from the others. You scared for chapter 6? Me too. Gonna end on a cliffhanger. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping like when Toby says it's shorter than the others, well, I guess what I'm hoping is, I don't think he has specifically said it's like shorter than all of the other chapters. He just said it's like a shorter one. So this is probably like me just like huffing copium, but I keep hoping that what that means is like maybe it'll be closer in length to like chapter 1, let's say. You know, where it's like it's shorter, but it's not like so short that it's going to be like disappointing. Like I don't want it to be a situation where, you know, you get like all wrapped up into it and then suddenly realize 2 hours in, like, oh, I guess that's it. I know a lot of people are thinking it's going to be that way because, you know, Toby's so inspired by like the Mother series. So people are thinking he's going to do one of those like JK, this chapter was 15 minutes kind of things. I don't think he would do that, but I can understand where the concern is coming from. I'm just kind of hoping it'll be like, I don't know, like a flashback heavy chapter or something. Get some cool info. Like if we're done with the silly adventures, then it's time for some lore, perhaps. I'm gonna switch to my poor Micron. This thing is really going through it. I believe its watch ends tonight. It fought valiantly. Okay. And then the big old snout. It's a little like pointy in the top corners. The symmetry is probably so bad. I do hate working at this angle. Like, everything is so skewed when I'm like sitting in this like position. Because normally, you know, I'd be working with this like directly in front of me, and I just can't, for the sake of the live stream, I can't do that. Or else y'all wouldn't be seeing nothing. Imagine Foxy without ears. Yeah, straight up Bald Bampton vibes. Yeah, often copium. I can't take credit for that one. I've heard a few people say it. So I'm just like realizing I missed like a ton of the chat again. Oh, hi, Stalin Foot Fetish. Hello, hello. That's the one problem with these drawing live streams is I always feel like it's hard for me to like talk and draw and keep up with everything at the same time. I mean, that's what I was saying earlier about how I'm like so bad at multitasking. I mean, let's face it, I'm probably gonna have to bite the bullet eventually and like have a second channel or something, but oh boy, am I the worst possible person to attempt that. I can barely even draw and talk at the same time, let alone run multiple channels. Now, technically, the lid on Foxy, they're not black, they're actually kind of like a bronze color. But I'm trying to decide if I want to just go ahead and make them black anyway, only because that is one of those things where like the detail is going to completely disappear when it's shrunk down. Might be easier to just make it black. Why not? There, I gave him like the sus eyes. I feel like I probably made the snout a little too bold, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. These are just kind of like cartoony, stylized interpretations of the characters. It's just cute little whisker holes. It's kind of funny that he has like the spots for like whiskers, but doesn't have any whiskers. Something like that. Those are definitely gonna disappear once this is shrunk down. If anything, when this is shrunk down, it's gonna like, they're just gonna end up looking like a disease on the face or something. But that's okay. If I have to like digitally remove them, that's totally fine. Doing like a phantom angle? Maybe. Trying to picture how that would work. I'm sure there's a way to do it that like wouldn't, you know, like a damage like the original cosplay. Hi, Rosemary. Oh no, let's not. We already had our blue versus purple Bonnie argument. Technically, the color I used here is actually called Midnight Blue, by the way. But it turns purple on the paper, so... in my defense, it's, yeah. Like, I'm not even sure what color this is meant to be, because it's like, it says it's blue, but then on paper it looks purple, but then in certain lighting, even then it looks blue. Yeah, I have no idea. But early in the stream, I did say that I was using that shade of the midnight blue because of the fact that it is impossible to tell if that particular color is blue or purple. You're a generally good artist, Jamie. Oh, thank you, K-Books. Such your own stylist or art is amazingly stylized. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I definitely do have a certain vibe with my art, especially like once I started leaning into the gold thing. That's when my art started to get a lot more like personality that I think unfortunately it was like severely lacking in the early days. Which is a shame. Like I feel like when I was younger, my art had a lot of personality, and then it really just came down to like once art became like a job thing, all the just whimsy was gone. And I like lost my style in the process, so I'm kind of like finding it again now, which is sort of fun. It's also a little frustrating, but it's also fun. It's just frustrating because sometimes I'm like, why haven't I found it yet? But what can you do? Gotta be patient. We'll get there. Okay, bottom teeth. I know like there should be some visible top teeth, but I can't help it. I think it's funnier if there aren't any. I'm sticking with it. It's like giving just like mouth agape, which I think is amusing. Here, we can like round out the bottom edges at least a little bit. There, makes it like more 3D. Okay. We can give Foxy some like gold teeth too, just for like funsies. We should probably make the jaw a little bit more bold though. Yeah. Maybe a little bit more bold here too. Something like that. Okay, here, let's let the ink settle for a second and then we can try coloring some of this. I do think the snout's like a little narrow. It's kind of funny looking. We'll just say it's like heavily shadowed, right? What kind of pens do I use? Mostly I use microns, but I only ever use the 005, which is the smallest one. And then these, I've never been sure what these are called. I think if you just look up like zebra fine liners, you can find them. Because I think that's the brand. Yeah, pretty sure you can find these like on Amazon. I sometimes buy them in bulk off of like jetpens.com. I also use Pentel brush pens a lot. And then the color, all of that stuff is like these Chromatex. I'm like a little obsessed with these lately. They're like watercolor brush pens, so like they are watercolors, but they're just kind of like preloaded with pigment already. And then the paper is this stuff here, the Canson Mixed Media. I actually don't always use this stuff. I think it's a little rough on the pens. So sometimes I'll use like smooth Bristol and stuff instead. But I just happen to like be using this paper today. But yeah, it is kind of like a material destroyer. Because it's like, it's heavily textured, you know, so it's like really rough on the pen. Drawing fun. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I do think to myself, like, drawing probably used to be a bit more fun before it became a job thing. But it's hard to remember. It was so long ago. I was like, did I used to like find it more fun than I do now? Probably. Hi, Sharp Fangs. Yeah, it's the same for me, Foxa, where it's like, I used to be able to draw all day, and now it's like after 5 hours, I just like get too frustrated with myself. Like, I just get so angry now. I feel like I didn't get mad like that when I was a kid. But now I'm just like, I don't know, frustrated. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with using references, though. I think, like, artists should use them, to be honest. I think if you never, ever use them, then you're kind of, like, limiting your ability to, like, learn things. So, I don't know. I have a reference of Foxy pulled up here. All of these details, I'd never remember this stuff without it. I mean, the fact that I was, like, even sitting here realizing, like, that I had never noticed before that Foxy doesn't have, like, a pupil. I need a reference to know that. Oh, you love this? Oh, thank you, Human Scales. I'm glad. Those are so nice. Thank you, Manamia. You're ending the stream after coloring Foxy? Yeah, probably. Yeah. Because we've already been streaming for over 2 hours, so yeah, we'll color up Foxy, and then I think at that point we can call it a day. There's like a little bit of touching up and stuff that I think I would do as far as like Bonnie and Foxy go, especially because, yeah, I always do like the double layer of ink, but that's the kind of stuff that like I don't need to bore y'all with right now. Like I'll do that kind of stuff, you know, after the stream. Because I'll probably like digitally touch them up just a little bit before I shrink them down into emojis. Which I realize is a waste of time because like truly like just no detail ends up surviving that process, but I don't know. I guess I just get a little like perfectionist-y about stuff. So we're gonna have to pick some colors here for Foxy. I'm thinking the inset panels and stuff, to me that's like a very burgundy-ish color, where it's like, it's dark brown, but it's like a reddish dark brown, sort of, like a red tone to it. And then of course like the rest of Foxy is like, it's kind of like a reddish orange. I don't know, do people consider it more orange or more red? I mean, I think it's like, I don't know, it's somewhere between like red and orange and brown. I kind of suck at colors, unfortunately. I used to be exclusively a black and white artist, and I think it shows. Looks good. Oh, thank you, Robert. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend using Gen AI for anything. It is super unreliable, first of all, and it's going to really impact your ability to learn anything. It's also killing the planet, so there's also that. Reddish brown. Yeah. There's like a slight orangey tone to it. It's a very odd color, because yeah, it's like, it's somewhere in that spectrum of like red, orange, brown. I'm trying to think if I have like any colors that are, like I might have to mix a couple to get that tone. I don't know. What have I got here? Oh, this hickory actually might work for the inset panels. Hickory is like a very good, like, I'll have to see though, because it's like it's a reddish, like a very dark brown with a red tone, but it can be a little purplish too. Vermilion might be useful. Vermilion's like a very light red. Bordeaux's probably too purple. It's like a tangerine's kind of like a dark orange. And definitely like the snout is very light brown. Maybe if like ginger would work for that. Just have like a dark brown. Let's see here. Just like grabbing random colors. We'll see what works. Like a khaki. Flesh. I don't know. Not yellow. That I can say for sure. Not bright pink either. I don't know. I'm a little worried I'm going to end up making this a little more orange than red, and that's not what I'm intending exactly. But with like limited color options, that could happen. Hi, Theo. Maroon. Why is there only 10 people here? Oh, that's just standard for the channel these days. The channel kind of got like murdered, so I don't know why, but yeah, it's been like on a sad downward spiral for like a couple months now. Oh, thank you, K-Bucks, for the star. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I mean, even the last stream, like, it had more viewers than I normally get these days, but like only for like a second. I think it was like randomly hitting the front page occasionally, but the overall like number of views was actually super low, and like the number of likes was really low. So I was like, anyone who is coming around here is definitely like not vibing with this, unfortunately. But I'm just like kind of just getting used to it these days. I mean, it's a shame. Like, I do think I used to do more interesting live streams, and that probably did help, but then everything went to hell, so we'll try to get back there again, though, because I definitely miss the old days. I had such high hopes for this channel in 2026, and then I realized that 2026 was not gonna be my year in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, that combo works for the inset panels. That looks pretty good. That's like a combo of the dark brown and the hickory. And I don't even have to worry about shading in that case, because like the inset panels are so flat. Yeah, that works. Let's do it. So how about like 2 layers of dark brown. And then maybe like 1 layer of hickory, just to like add a little bit of that red tone. Let's try it. And again, I do realize like even the details on the colors are probably not really going to show up once this gets shrunk down, but it's still good to try. It's still good to learn, you know. Dark red with a slightly pinkish light red. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking with the vermilion, because that one to me always has like a slight pinkish tone. So I'm thinking that might work. I want to see if like if I combine vermilion and tangerine. I know it sounds weird, but I think it might work. Let's give it a shot. I think your streams are really good. Oh, thank you, K-Bucks. I'm glad. I'm never sure if they're like enjoyable or not. Hope we can have more traction. Yeah. Hopefully someday. Oh, sorry, Fox. I know. I feel bad. I always end up like talking sad in these live streams. It's like a constant trend around here. I always like start off like in a weird mood in these live streams, and then like by the end of it, I'm always like, yeah. I know. I feel bad. Like, I do think, like, in general, it's like, I don't know. I guess it's just, yeah, it's like that kind of year, you know, where I'm probably usually just gonna be kind of not always in a good mood, but I still try my best. Like, I'm always hoping that if I can be at least like in an okay mood during live streams, then it'll be fun for people. Because that's like the main goal, you know, entertain. But admittedly, it's a bit harder to entertain this year than usual. But I am trying. I am seriously trying. Hi, Kate. Welcome back, Graveyard Kitten. Bunny turned out so good. Thank you. I know not everyone agrees with the color. But again, in my defense, also that midnight blue has a mind of its own. So it just does what it does. I mean, I don't know. Is that blue or is that purple? I can't even tell. Hi, Mad Denser. I probably didn't say that right, but hello. Or, sorry, I should say ahoy. Raise my inner pirate being whimsical. That's very true. If you watch some of my shorts recently, because I did a cosplay of Aqua from Deltarune, I like used a bunch of pirate songs recently, so I am here to say that pirate whimsy is a very good thing. Obviously, Foxy can agree. Art looks amazing. Thank you, Kate. It's just don't want you to be sad. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, Foxa. I know it's been tough this year. Like, yeah. I know I had such high hopes for this year, and then it was like, I don't know, everything that can go wrong keeps going wrong. So, I don't know. I keep coming to these live streams just being like, come on, like, cheer up, you know. But we do the best we can. I don't know. Maybe I'm like kind of just, I don't know. Like yesterday was my birthday, and I just like kind of don't enjoy birthdays either. So I'm like kind of like extra like ugh today. But I will say, doing streams like this always like does cheer me up though. I know it doesn't seem that way. I realize that sounded like the opposite of what I was saying, but I don't know. I guess like I just enjoy. You know what I think it comes down to is like sitting and wallowing just makes you feel worse. Doing something makes you feel better. You know what I mean? No matter what it is. So it's like, even if it's just like, okay, I'm going to go live and we're going to just draw silly things. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's like a distraction, you know? Like that alone just like puts you in a better mood. I don't know. But all I know is like, I like live streaming, so. Although I just realized that I have not given Foxy an eye yet, and that's extremely creepy. It's giving like demonic right now. Let me grab a shade of yellow here. How about, I think the deep yellow would work. You know what? We can also use the deep yellow to give Foxy a couple gold teeth. I realize like yellow and gold are not the same, but I think like just for the sake of like the cute cartooniness of this, we can do that. So, okay, one gold eye. And then he's got like just a couple like gold teeth down here. Now, obviously, if I was not turning these into like emojis, y'all know me, I'd be using actual gold for this. It's kind of my thing, but that wouldn't translate very well into an emoji, so we're not doing that. There. So now he's like not quite as horrifying looking, right? Ish, sort. I mean, okay, I mean, he still is, but, you know, we can pretend. Oh, I also have to color the, I don't even know what to call them. Like, what do you call the, I don't know. Like, they're like the little, these, you know, the little antenna things. There's gotta be a name for that. I wonder if anyone's ever made, like, a guide for these animatronics that gives, like, the like scientific name for all these parts. So I'm just looking for that that one gray. Where did it go? Is this it? Yeah, because I think that'll work. This is like that one gray that for some reason always looks red. But I think that works for Foxy. There, like that. And then, okay, I do have to pick a snout color. I hate to say it, but like, I think the flesh one might be the best option. I know that sounds gross, but... Wait, do I have that one up here? I have khaki. Oh, I do. Okay, hold on. Here, let's compare them. This is for Foxy's news. The news. So this is the flesh. This is the khaki. See, I think the khaki might be too dark, but like it could... We could use it for shading. Just to like give a little shadow. I think that'll work. Let's try it. These are the only streams I look forward to and watch. Oh, I'm glad you look forward to them. I'm glad. Makes me also glad that I've been able to like keep up with at least 3 a week lately. The bald spam. That might be my favorite emoji actually of the custom emojis. I'm probably a little biased, but still. I was doing the best you can is all you can do. Exactly. Drawing when I'm burning myself with the hot glue. This is why I don't like hot glue. I feel like a lot of times it doesn't work as well as I hope, and then I always end up burning myself with it on top of everything else. Maybe people who aren't as clumsy can do well with hot glue, but for me, it's always a disaster. Cosplay's looking grand. Oh, thank you. Right, like you'd think someone who's like an engineer would have made something like that. Because, I mean, there's people out there who, like, you know, build these kinds of exact animatronics literally, right? Like the people who would have, for example, built the actual original Chuck E. Cheese animatronics. Like, surely people like that would know, like, the very, very specific names for all that stuff. I would love to know. Because I'm always, like, very interested in the engineering part. Oh, actually, that reminds me, there was something I was going to talk about. And I forgot, as usual. See, this is why I shouldn't have multiple channels. I can't even remember, like, a talking point for one single live stream. So, I know a lot of people have been asking about my Ballora cosplay, if she's coming back. We're still alive. Yeah, we're still alive. We're finally finishing up Foxy. We might actually achieve a goal for once here. I set out to do these 2 during the live, and it looks like we're actually going to pull it off. Yeah, people have asked about Ballora, and so I've mentioned that the Ballora skirt is pretty busted. It's pretty bad. It was never perfect by any means, but it's even worse now. I haven't tested it. I haven't checked it. But something kind of weird happened yesterday. So, you know, not to get back into like any depressing topics here, but like, you know, some of you might know, like, you know, my dad helped me with that skirt, to make that skirt, and then, you know, he passed a few months ago. And so, apparently, somehow well, okay, here, let me back up. One of the reasons I haven't been able to fix the skirt yet is because there's like certain tools that I just don't have. And one of those is I don't have, like, I actually want, like, my dad would not approve of this. He thought that the current speed of the motor on the skirt was as far as it should go. I kind of want a faster one. Safety issues be damned. I don't think it would be unsafe. I'm the one who's worn it. I'm saying, as someone who has worn the skirt, I think it's perfectly fine if it goes faster. It does not move that fast. That radius is so huge. I'm sorry. I think it can go faster. So I was like, okay, if we're going to like possibly remake the skirt, then I want a new motor. They're not expensive, by the way. I can get another motor for like 15 bucks. But the issue is I would have to, of course, like rewire it. And I don't have some of those tools. I relied on my dad to have those tools, including, like, for example, like a soldering tool, Well, for whatever reason, it turns out that apparently, before he passed, he ordered a new soldering tool. So this had to have been months ago. And it just suddenly showed up yesterday on my birthday while I happened to be over at my mom's house. Very peculiar. And I was like, is that a sign? Like, does that mean something? Because, like, multiple times in the last few streams, I've brought up how, like, I want to work on the skirt, but, like, just wasn't sure if I even could, you know? And kind of kept also saying that I was a coward about it, because I also just kind of don't want to know how busted it is. I'm, like, so afraid that I'm going to put it on and test it out and be like, oh Lord, this is gonna be so much more work than I thought. Like, I'm worried that I'm gonna realize I have to, like, make the whole thing again. Like, from the bottom up. If it's bad enough, oh my God. Like, it could come down to that of, like, basically needing to make it from scratch. If that does happen, I will say, I'm probably just gonna straight up live stream it, because I get asked all the time how in the world I even made that skirt. And I never made a tutorial out of it because, I don't know, frankly, the footage just makes me sad these days. So, I don't know, it could be a chance of, like, how about we just, like, make the skirt together, y'all? We'll see. Like I said, I don't actually know yet how busted that thing is. But I did think maybe this was a sign that I should find out. So, yeah, I have a soldering tool now. Weird. The whole thing is weird. And it's, like, a really nice one. It, like, connects to an app that, like, tells you the exact temperature. I was like, what is this fancy freaking tool? I don't know how much it cost. I don't even want to know. I just was like, I guess I'll take that. So, yeah, basically, long story short, yeah, I do want to bring the Ballora cosplay back. Because, I mean, if that's not a sign, I don't know what is. So, yeah, I don't know exactly when we'd be doing that, but... yeah, I need to just, like, test the skirt. I mean, I think deep down I already know it's bad. The problem is it's not even the mechanics of it. The issue is I mostly made it out of, like, dollar store materials. You know, like, the entire, like, structure of it is, like, dollar store Christmas wreath wires and stuff. Like, I just think the whole thing is just busted to heck because it's just, it was, you know, I mean, it's me, right? I do junkyard cosplay. It is what it is. So, yeah, I do need to just do an overall assessment and just figure out, like, okay, how bad is this actually, and how much of this do I need to remake, and if I remake it, how much of it should we just live stream and just do the whole process? Yeah. But at least I can rewire it now. Like, I do have a soldering tool. Of course, I have to test that thing out, too, because I don't know how to use it yet. I'm sure there's YouTube tutorials I can consult. But yeah, I do want to get a faster motor. Sorry, Dad. This is where we disagree on the skirt. I know it can go faster, and I know it wouldn't be unsafe. I'm the one who's worn it. I'm the one who can personally say I know how safe it would be. Because seriously, the speed it goes, it's like nothing. It really is, like, super slow. It's like the RPM sounds bad, but that's because people are picturing, like, you know, this big of a size. We're talking a whole freaking skirt. The bigger the circumference and everything, the more the RPM is, like, meaningless. Like, yeah. So, okay. Anyway, that was just my, like, rant for the day. Let's finish up Foxy. Happy late birthday, thank you. Right, like, it felt like a birthday gift. Yeah. Like, how strange, right? That it, like, showed up like that. Like, it was really weird. Like, I didn't know what I was going to find in that box. I opened it up and was like, wait, what? A soldering tool? Like, why? What? Huh? Like, why now? Like, why didn't that show up, like, months ago? I don't know. It's very strange, but I was like, you know what? I'll take it as a sign. Like, it's got to mean something, so, yeah. Oh, whoa, wait, that color's, like... I put that color down for Foxy because I wanted to mix it. But that actually looks right. Because that's way too orange. And if I mix it... I mean, I guess that could work for shading. Okay, so I guess in my whole, like, what color is Foxy thing, I think Foxy is vermilion. there we go. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Hi, everyone, BBG. Did I ever make a tutorial for Roxy? I don't think I did, unfortunately. The channel was a lot smaller back when I made it, so I think I just wasn't thinking in those terms. I don't know if I really filmed a lot of that process. That's like the kind of stuff I should like remember to do more these days than I used to. Had to be a sign, you gotta fix it. Never give up. Yeah, I mean, don't worry. I never planned on giving up on that cosplay. That was never gonna happen, I promise. If there's one thing you can always say about me is that I never give up, even sometimes when maybe I should. I'm definitely not a quitter. So yeah, we will definitely be bringing her back. It's just, I kept kind of like procrastinating on it, and now it's like, okay, stop, like just do it, you know? Like, if that doesn't mean you should just do it, then I don't know what means you should just do it. So yeah, I mean, hopefully sooner rather than later. Like, I would kind of like to just like get it done. I want, like, I mean, I haven't done that cosplay in so long. It's crazy. I can't even remember. Like, actually, okay, here, let me like make myself sad. Let me go look at how long it's been. Dylan cuts all your fingers off. I'd like to see a soldering tool to even manage that. Can you imagine losing all your fingers to this like teeny little like wisp of smoke? I mean, thankfully soldering tools aren't particularly dangerous. Unless you mean the whole skirt just like chops my fingers off with the speed of the RPM. Nah. I wonder if, I was trying to think if I could show you all like the current speed of the motor. I don't know if the battery's charged though, because I was like, I could go grab it and show you. But again, the problem is it would genuinely look crazy because, you know, the motor itself, it's so small that it's like the speed would look insane. It's just that like the larger the area of the thing that is spinning, the slower it really is turning. I'm sure there's some correct math terms there that I'm not using, but you know what I mean. So I don't know. I'd have to check, like, I don't know what the RPM of the current motor is, but I just remember we like debated it and I wanted it faster and my dad was like, no. Okay, when was my last Ballora live stream? Because like it had to be a really long time ago. Was this it? 6 months ago. January 25th. So like, yeah, almost 7 months ago. Ugh, jeez. Gross. That's way too long between cosplay usages. But no, I assure you, a faster skirt would not be dangerous. It really wouldn't be. Because here's the other thing y'all have to remember. The videos of my Ballora cosplay are actually filmed at reduced speed. Specifically because I wanted the skirt to go faster. So what you all are seeing in those videos, like the skirt looks really fast, that's not the actual speed. That is like sped up in the videos. Like that is closer to the speed I wish it actually ran at. So yeah, I mean, if you want to see the actual speed, you can go check out the last Ballora stream that I did, like, you know, 7 months ago or whatever. Because like that obviously was live. That's the actual speed, and it's not that much. It really isn't. So yeah, I kind of want a faster motor. Yeah, Slipknot, yeah. Oh, bulldog noodles, those are so good. Slipknot mentioned. Can I do spring trap? I mean, I want to make a whole bunch of these. We might get to that one eventually. So yeah, let's shade the ears. This should not be too difficult. Now that I realize like I actually have these colors on hand. How about, I'm trying to think if it even needs like any, I could use like a little tiny bit of brown maybe to shade it. Or I can just do the orange, I guess. Well, I don't know. The orange doesn't really like darken it though. Khaki? Okay, let me just like test it really quick. I just want to see what happens. Like, put like a little khaki and then a little tangerine And then the vermilion. What does that do? Does that like give us a shadow of some sort? Not particularly. It kind of looks like it just ate everything behind it. Okay, how about a different color? Maybe, I mean, dark brown's probably a bit much. Well, I mean, okay, let's try it. If it's just like a little bit, what does that do? I'm starting to get the feeling that this vermilion is like too powerful for its own good. Oh my god. Okay, apparently this vermilion is the final boss of all colors. What the heck? I mean, not that we like need intense shadows here, it's just kind of like weird. Can Hickory pull it off? Come on, Hickory, you can do it. I believe in you. Maybe. Barely. Wow. I mean, I know like you can see a little bit like of a darker tone, but that's crazy. Like the vermilion just like consumes everything it touches. Okay, well, good to know, I guess. If that is truly the color of Foxy, then we're just gonna say Foxy in general is too powerful. Poppy playtime. The thing is, I'm like way behind on it. I'd probably have to catch up before I actually know if I would do that. Does the motor still work? It should. Yeah, I think the motor should be fine. It's everything else I'm not sure about. I mean, I could test out the motor. I'm not sure if the battery's charged. It's the same battery that that Circus Baby uses, so there's a chance, because I took Circus Baby to a convention not too long ago, and I feel like there's a decent chance that the motor, not the battery got used up from Circus Baby, but I'm not sure. I suppose I could test it out tonight if the battery is working and just like at least check on that. And I think it should say somewhere on the motor what the heck the RPM is. Because I can't remember if it was like 200 or something. Which again, I know that sounds crazy, but for a skirt that size, it's really not. It's nothing. That's my problem with it. What types of markers are these? These are Chromatex. So they're like watercolor brush pens. So yeah, I know they kind of seem like markers, but they're technically watercolors. I've tried to like actually learn to use like markers like Copics and stuff. And first of all, they're too expensive for me, but I don't know, for some reason I've just never been able to get the hang of like actually shading with markers. And so for me, Chromatex are like the perfect middle ground where I can blend, you know, like it's a watercolor. But yeah, I've never been able to get the hang of like actual like marker shading. And some people are so good at it. But yeah, that's usually like the like alcohol-based markers. Oh man, we're gonna have to like really put in the work here because this vermilion is actually almost dried up. I'm guessing, I think I used this vermilion when I did that one Circus Baby illustration, and I think she like kind of used up all of the vermilion. Oh no. I think we have just enough to get Foxy to the end. And then I'll have to check. I do have another box of Chromatex, but I don't know if there's another vermilion in there or not. It's like my backup box. Okay. Come on, vermilion, you can do it. I believe in you. It's like so dry. think we'll make it. I think we're good. Okay. Oh, it's like cutting it close. Come on, come on, come on. You can do it. Okay. Phew. Oh my god. Okay. So that's the vermilion. And then I think I'm just gonna add like, just like a little extra, like kind of here-ish. This is the tangerine. Maybe like a little down here. Like that. And then how about just like the tiniest bit of shading for like the teeth. Barely though, just a little. Like we'll do like tiny bit of like eyeshadowing and then just a little bit back here. Like that. I feel like these should be a little darker too. Okay. I think we have ourselves a Foxy. Not too bad. I mean, he's a little goofy looking, but you know, all things considered, it's not too bad. We got the original 4 here. There we go. I don't know why Freddy's like smaller than the others. I mean, obviously that was the first one I did. I don't really know what happened there. It just kind of worked out that way. But yeah, okay. We got the original 4. They're definitely super goofy looking, but isn't that kind of the point of Doodles anyway? Just kind of like mess around. Marker shading, limited colors. Yeah, I have the same issue. Honestly, I wish I had even more Chromatex than I have. They do have packs of like twice as many colors as these, but like it's so expensive. I just can't get myself to pay for it. But I suck at colors so much. Oh yeah, using colored pencils. I tried to use some colored pencils recently with the Chromatex, but the problem is they weren't like watercolor colored pencils, and I think they just looked a little goofy. Like it just, I don't know, I couldn't quite get it to mesh well. If I could like get my hands on some like actual watercolor colored pencils, I feel like I could do some like fun stuff with that. Always ruin my sketches with color. That is such a mood. That's how I feel about, like, that's why I wound up redoing that Noelle illustration like 10 times. Because every single time I'd have this really great drawing and then I'd ruin it with color. It was so frustrating. That's why in the end I like basically didn't color that one, because I just like gave up. I'm just making a mess. Did good with Foxy? Oh, thank you, Robert. You like the Freddy and the Foxy? Heck yeah. They look great. Thank you, Andrew. Well, thank you, Sharp Fangs. Thank you, thank you. You like the Chico one, K-Box? Heck yeah. Yeah, the gang's all here. We got ourselves a rolling crew. Oh, thank you for the jewels, Robert. Thank you, thank you. Looks amazing. Thank you, Kate. Oh, thank you for the W, Robert. Thank you. Yeah, you think the Bonnie color's right? Okay, that's good, because I know that was like a point of contention, was whether or not it was blue or purple. That's why I went with that midnight blue, because I was like, even I don't know if that particular brush pen is blue or purple. It's mysterious. So yeah, we got ourselves the original 4. Not too bad. So yeah, I guess on my own after the stream, you know, I'll just like kind of touch these up a little, like, you know, just my usual thing of like putting a second layer of like black ink down, just, you know, boring stuff that y'all don't need to sit through. And then yeah, I don't even scan these to do the emojis. It's really not worth the effort. I actually just take like the best photo I can of them, and then I transfer it into Photoshop, and yeah, I just like kind of, you know, I don't even like really color correct it or anything. I usually just kind of like, you know, clean up the edges a little or something, and then like shrink it down, make a PNG out of it, so it's like a transparent PNG for an emoji. And so yeah, I'd like to think I'll have these 2 added tonight, because it's really not hard. Like, now that I know how to do it, it's like, once I transfer these into Photoshop, it's like I can just, bam, I can get it done in like 5 minutes. So, heck yeah. Yeah, with the custom here, I'll add mine as well. It's so fun to spam these. They're so cute. Love the doodles. Oh, thank you, Silly One Box. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, there we go. It was a bit of a longer art stream today. Like, it was like 2 hours, 45 minutes. I mean, usually my art streams are like anywhere from like 2 to 3 hours. So like, you know, I would say that was not abnormal or anything. Mango emoji. Honestly, I was thinking like if I had managed to like finish Bonnie before the stream, I was kind of hoping we could do like Foxy and Mangle. So yeah, maybe we can do Mangle another, like maybe with like the next Doodle stream, because I really did want to make a Mangle one. Good, so glad I could stay for the entire stream this time. Yeah, I'm glad you were able to stay too. Look how stylized Freddy looks. Oh, we actually already have a Sid and a Glenn emoji. Hold on. Here's Sid. And here's Glenn. There we go. Oh, thank you so much, Dr. Calamari, for the super chat. Thank you, thank you. That's so, so generous of you. Thank you so much. Yeah, we already got Glenn and Sid here. Yeah, I made them extra derpy because it's accurate. They are that derpy in real life. I know, too bad I wasn't able to get them in the stream today. Glenn was actually in here right before the stream started. He like walked in here and started yelling about who knows what. And then it was like, I kept trying to hold his attention so that he'd stay in here until the stream started. I was like chatting back and forth with him the way cats do, but no, it was like the moment the stream started, he just walked away. I was like, oh, of course. What a lineup. Yeah, I do have a knack for just picking the best things to make emojis out of, right? Yeah. Every channel should have a Peepus emoji. And a bald Spampton. Sure they'll be interrupting me on Sunday. Probably, yeah. Yeah, I do need to figure out if my next stream is going to be Saturday or Sunday. I'm not sure. I know I always try to do a weekend stream. I don't know yet if it'll be Saturday or Sunday. Obviously I'll let y'all know like very, very soon within like the next 24 hours. But yeah, I just have to like check in on a few things first. And I don't know yet what I'll be doing for it. I'm trying to think what the next one would be. I don't know. I mean, we do have a lot of options if we're going to do like a get ready with me. I don't know. Part of it is like, you know, I have Dragon Con coming up, so I was just trying to think ahead if like any of the cosplays I might bring to Dragon Con, like a get ready with me could be an excuse for me to like patch those up before the convention. I'm just not sure yet. Because I was thinking like, for example, like Undyne, like I want to take her to the aquarium and I'm like, is her wig even like ready to go right now? I'm not sure. I don't know. The problem is I haven't fully figured out my lineup yet for Dragon Con. I like kind of maybe know some of it, but not the whole lineup, which is bad because I think I only have like 2 weeks to figure it out. Maybe less than that because I have to also pack, which is gonna take days. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'll let y'all know in the next like 24 hours, like which day the next stream is on and what it'll be. But yeah, I feel like it could be something like Undyne. Yeah. I'll check in on the Ballora skirt too. I think it is extremely unlikely that it would be a Ballora stream, but I am curious what the extent of the horror is as far as that skirt goes. Because maybe if I figure that out, then we can start planning for Ballora to come back soon. So yeah. But yeah, we have a lot of options for like a get ready with me. Because there's a lot of characters we just in general haven't done in a while. I could even do like, I don't know. I don't want to make any promises. I don't know yet. Let me like find out first like what day and then yeah, we'll go from there. But yeah, as always, just like keep an eye on the community tab. That's like where I always try to let y'all know as far in advance as I can with like, you know, actual, you know, like link and everything for a scheduled stream. Metaton, yeah, I've always thought about doing a Metaton. I like to joke that my Spam to Neo cosplay is at least me cosplaying a Metaton cosplayer, but yeah. Am I bringing Aqua to Dragon Con? Yeah, I do want to bring Aqua to Dragon Con. Yeah, because it would be an opportunity to actually like do some videos with her like outside in nature, which I think would be nice. Yeah. So yeah, I just gotta figure out my whole lineup. I don't plan on doing like 7 cosplays though, like I did last year. Like that was a fun challenge, but like that's a bit crazy. Like I don't have to do that every year. I might do more like, you know, like 5 or 6 or something. So yeah. Anyway, we can wrap it up here. It is like 8 o'clock and I haven't like had dinner yet or anything. So yeah, we can wrap up the stream. And hopefully I'll see y'all or some of you or whatever at some point on the weekend. And then yeah, we can kind of start like planning out the streams for the rest of the month. Because I leave for Dragon Con like September 2nd or something like that. So yeah, it would be kind of nice if we could like get the rest of August figured out. And then I'll be gone for like a week and then we can like return in September. Obviously we'll be doing some more Springtrap making of stuff, but yeah, I definitely could see doing like a Ballora skirt stream of some kind, and I don't know, I would just really love to do at least one like themed stream. I really want to continue that Lego building thing. It's been such a long time. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, we'll figure it out. So anyway, I'm gonna go. What am I having for dinner? Probably just some like leftovers. I'm not even sure. I'm gonna like dig through the fridge and see what I got in there. It's a little late in the day for me to like prepare anything, so probably nothing interesting. Just some like protein and veggies or something. Yeah. See you later, Andrew. Thanks for joining. Yeah, thank you, Robert. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the stream today. Bye, K-Bucks. Bye, Vanny. Sorry. So yeah, thank you all for joining me. I'm glad y'all like how these turned out. And yeah, I will see hopefully some of you at the next stream. Yeah, bye, Sharp Fangs. Bye, everyone. Thank you for joining today.